So do your shoulders feel stiff, weak, or sore and becoming increasingly so? Then you're not alone. People over the age of 50 are struggling with this. And as we get older, the muscles that control our shoulder position get a bit weaker, the tendons get a bit frayed and less efficient. And I have got the perfect exercise for all those things. If you're struggling with frozen shoulder, rotator cuff tendinopathy, instability issues, acromioclavicular joint problems, and the whole plethora of shoulder issues that can develop over the age of 50, then I'm going to teach you the single best and most effective exercise that you can do. And the good news is it takes less than a minute and you can start it straight away. So if you're new to the channel, my name's Mike. I'm a specialist physio based here at MT Physio Clinic, and I specialize in helping people of all ages, but particularly over the age of 50, stay fit, strong, and pain-free. And today we're talking about shoulder pain. It's a huge issue, and there are many illnesses and injuries that can come about with aging shoulders. And in today's video, I'm going to teach you the most effective exercise that I found that's also backed by research, which helps to develop shoulder stability and strength, and can help you with all things such as rotator cuff issues, tears and tendinopathies, subacromial pain issues, bursitis, frozen shoulder, acromioclavicular joint issues, all of the things that you can imagine with your shoulder that can go wrong. This exercise could potentially help you with all of them. So before you rush off and get surgery, give this video a try, give this exercise a try, and see how you get on. As we age, our shoulder ages with us, so the tendons which support the shoulder and give us stability and aid with movement, they start to wear, and they can lead to issues such as tendinitis, tendinopathy. We can also have subacromial pain issues underneath the regimental badge area here. We can also get frozen shoulders where the shoulder stiffens up because of immobility and some other factors, and it's a major issue. So if we're not addressing our shoulder health, then we're leaving ourselves open to all of these things here. And if you're currently doing a movement pattern but not including your shoulders in there, then I've got one strengthening exercise that you can add to that straight away, which will cover all those things. So let's get stuck into the exercise. So this exercise that I want you to do, I call a banded flexion or a banded shoulder raise. And all you need for this exercise is an exercise band. And it has to be anything between a light to a medium resistance. It doesn't have to be heavy at all. The way we perform this is always in standing. So when you're standing, I want you to grip hold of your exercise band in an overhand grip with your hands approximately about shoulder width apart. And you hold them with a palm down position, so your palms are facing down. To begin the movement, I want you to set your shoulder blades. So I want you to imagine that you're just drawing your shoulder blades down lightly. And at the same time, I want you to take your straight arms and just pull them apart very gently until you feel a slight tension. That's really important, a slight tension in the exercise band. Now with this slight tension, I want you to elevate your arms. So lift your arms up over your head whilst maintaining the tension in the band, all the way up as high or as comfortable as you can go. Now this might not be all the way over your head, so just start with what feels comfortable to begin with. Acknowledge any discomfort if you can as you work through the movement, but just try and gently work through it if you can. If the pain is prohibitive, I want you to stop there and just return back to normal. So you bring the arms back down, all the while maintaining that tension, back down to the front of your thighs. You release the tension. That is your first repetition. So to begin with, I'd like you to try this for about 8 to 10 repetitions. And remember the key pointers there, working to the point of discomfort. If you can work through it comfortably, then please do so. But if pain is prohibiting you from moving on, then you just bring your arms back down to the neutral position, release the tension, and start again with repetition 2. Start with 10 reps, and I recommend that you would try 2 sets of this exercise. So that's your first stage of this exercise. To actually progress this and making it a little bit more difficult, what we do first is play around with the number of repetitions that you're doing. So in the 8 to 10 repetition range, this is enough to develop strength. But if we'd like to move into the endurance range for this muscle, then we'd increase our repetitions next. So you'd commonly aim between 12 and 20 repetitions for your next stage. And you might want to add in an extra set here as well in order to make it a bit more challenging and to progress the exercise. Of course, the second way of progressing this exercise, if you're finding it straightforwards, is to increase the resistance of the exercise band. So you can go from a light to a medium, or if medium's super easy, you can even progress onto a heavier resistance there as well. Just a few teaching points with this. I want you to try and keep your shoulder blades down throughout the movement. That's really important. And also keep the arms straight as you can throughout the movement too, aiming not to arch your back backwards, but just to stay in a nice neutral position as you do it. So I hope you've liked this video. This exercise is an absolute game changer for a lot of people. I've given it to a lot of my patients with great success. I've used it myself when managing a subacromial pain syndrome, and it's really helped me to strengthen my rotator cuff and improve my mobility. And this exercise alone, without any others, can make a huge difference to your shoulder pain. So I'd love you to give it a try. If you found some value from this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could like the video. And if you have any questions, or if you'd like to let me know how you progress with it, leave a comment in the comments below, and I'll always try my best to answer them. But in the meantime, thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.